Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Welcome to It's Kim Live. Hello. If you've never seen this show before, hi. I'm It's Kim, and this is my show where I talk about pop culture things that I care about, and just stuff that's in the news that I think that my audience would like and that I'm interested in. So here we go. Here is the show. If you've never seen it before, here's the way it normally works. First, we start with the main topic. That's the thing that's in the headline, in the thumbnail that you clicked on. That's why you're likely here if you haven't been here before. So we go through that first. Then we have a halftime where I communicate with my lovely community of space angels who are all coming in right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is so good to see you guys again. And then we have a fun section towards the end of the show called What the What, where we look at something from around the internet that is wild, crazy, interesting, fun. So if you are watching on the replay, feel free to take a look at our timestamps, our chapters. You can jump around to wherever you want to go in the stream, or you can watch it in full as it was originally presented and all of that good stuff. I did want to say right off the bat, thank you so much to General Scott as well as Megan who have sent me PayPals. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. And hello to everybody in my chat. It is good to see you all. Um, it's been a hot minute since I've been on. And I'm sorry that I was kind of gone for a little bit, but the secret is out now. The secret's out now. Oh my goodness. Hello, Kimberly in Japan. Wow. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm just trying to read your comment here. Kimberly Church said, I just wanted to say this for a while since the fiasco. Oh, just like the craziness of Vegas. Yeah. I've truly respected and admired Kim's fairness and kindness, and I'm thankful for this encounter. Kim, you do you forever. You too, producer sister. Lots of love. Well, thank you so much. It's. This has been a wild ride from the very beginning. Thank you so much, Kimberly in Japan. I so appreciate that, and I'm so glad that you are here. But yes, I was in Florida over the weekend. I flew out from Toronto to Clearwater, Florida for Andy's wedding. And got to see some of my YouTube friends and, meet, family of Andy's and old friends of his, which was really cool. And just had a really great time. And basically, we will get to the main topic in a second. I'm sorry to anybody who is not here for this, but I know my angels are going to be like, what the heck is going on? And I want to know everything. And we'll talk about it more in halftime. But it was an absolutely wild weekend with many moving parts. And that's why we didn't have a stream on Monday, because I was driving back home at that point. So I didn't know how all of that was going to go. But we've got lots to talk about for the main topic today. So I'm going to throw this up here. My goodness, guys. My goodness. You don't report for like a week, and the world goes nuts. The world goes nuts, especially in the world of Diddy. So we are going to get started on this stuff. So this stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. And I'm stating that very loudly today because reasons we will get to. This is speculation and opinion, and everything is alleged. And I am reporting based upon information that has been reported from other people and is available to the general public. Okay? The links are in the description. You can do your own research if you would like, but it's there. Thank you so much, General Scott, for the 5 gifted memberships, starting us off on Team Odd. It's very kind of you. Thank you. So appreciated, and welcome to the 5 new Space Angels. It is good to have you guys here. Hello, YouTube human reviewer. Hi. Trigger warning, because there are going to be some things that we talk about in regards to Diddy that involve DVSA, but no explicit images will be shown, and I've done my best to go through and censor trigger words and to try to make this as appropriate for the algorithm as possible, because I care about this platform and I'd like to stay on it. Also, viewers, please do not send hate to anybody. It's not cute. Opinions are one thing, but don't do anything that would cause harm to people, because that's not cool. And also, I have to say this. Sean Combs has not been charged with any crime, and the allegations against him have not been proven in court. Combs maintains his innocence to some of the claims alleged, not to the tape with Cassie, but to everything else. And the following information is speculation and opinion based upon reporting and legal documents available to the public. Okay, so here we go. First thing we got to talk about is that Kim Porter, who is Diddy's late ex, unfortunately, and there's a lot of conversation surrounding Kim Porter right now, and the circumstances of her passing, which is a very controversial area to go into because everything is alleged at this time. But definitely, I'll just put it this way: it's sus. It's sus. there's a lot of stuff going on here that people are they're looking at this a bit deeper now. So Kim Porter's father, Jake Porter, said he was disgusted by the video of his daughter's ex, Sean Diddy Combs, hurting Cassie. And he said, "You can say I was disgusted with the video. I wouldn't even treat my enemy like that," the 78-year-old told Rolling Stone. "It was despicable. I couldn't believe it. I was in Vietnam and I wouldn't do that to my enemy." Oh my gosh. It's so brutal. Although Jake said he never witnessed the Bad Boy Records founder physically hurting Kim before her untimely passing, in November of 2018, he said Combs' actions toward Cassie made him wonder, and now he has a different outlook on the rap superstar. "I didn't know he could stoop that low," he told the outlet. "I imagine it surprised a lot of people. I wouldn't even do a dog like that." I hate that saying, by the way. I hate that so much. I'm sorry. Just as a dog lover myself, just don't to anyone. To anyone. It's gross. My heart goes out to Cassie. Kim welcomed son Christian and twin daughters Jessie and Dalia, I think it is, with Combs in 1998 and 2006, respectively. She was also a mom to son Quincy, whom she shared with Al B. Sure. We're going to talk more about Quincy later. Producer sister, are they ready to hear about Quincy?
I wasn't even ready. No. No. Just why?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. It'll be fun.
Why?
Whom she shared with Al B. Sure. Combs adopted the brotherly love star when he was 3 years old. Okay. Jake said although his daughter loved the "I'll be missing you" rapper, he claimed she just couldn't live with him in the same house. "I think he was a very jealous person. They both loved each other. Kim's love was legitimate. Puffy's love? I don't know what he calls love, you know what I mean?" He told Rolling Stone. "I really don't think he has any idea what love is." I would agree with that statement. Jake said his only concern now is his grandchildren, and Page Six reached out for a comment from Combs and his reps and whatever, and nothing came back. All right, so that is one portion of this that came out. I thought that was interesting. I have to wonder now, when it comes to Kim Porter and her family, if perhaps now there's going to be more, like they might be going back over their memories a little bit more with a fine-tooth comb now, especially with some of the things that have been alleged, even in court documents, regarding Kim Porter and things that she was exposed to and things that happened. It's really sad. But I think it's interesting, and I'm happy to see him speaking out and supporting Cassie. I think that's good. That is good. So that was the first little thing. Now this one I have to go over very quickly because it was everywhere all over the news. I didn't feel like this was one that I could have like ran a whole live stream on because there's really only so much to say, and it's basically this. Howard University yeeted Diddy's degree. They went, "No, we don't want you to have it anymore. We're going to return your $1 million donation, and we're done. Bye. Bye-bye." So literally, the Howard University Board of Trustees voted unanimously today to accept the return by Mr. Sean Combs of the honorary degree conferred upon him in 2014. Bye. This acceptance revokes all honors and privileges associated with the degree. Accordingly, the board has directed that the name be removed from all documents listing honorary degree recipients at Howard University. Exactly, Carbonized Stardust. Yeet skirt. Skirt. Out. Done. Bye. That's it. The spokesperson went on to say that the board directed the university administration to immediately terminate the 2016 gift agreement with Mr. Combs, to disband the scholarship program in his name, return his $1 million contribution, and terminate a 2023 pledge agreement with the Sean Combs Foundation. Pledge. However, the spokesperson noted that no payments towards the $1 million pledge have been made due or made by the Combs Foundation as of this date. Therefore, no funds are due to be returned under the 2023 pledge agreement. Producer sister, am I reading it right when I say that that means that he had pledged something in 2023 and he didn't pay it?
Correct. He's pulling an Amber Heard.
He's pledged, not donated. Pledged!
Stop using the word pledge. Just, if you're gonna give the money, give the money.
And the sad thing is that is nowhere near the last time we're going to talk about Johnny Depp's trial in this show. I can't. anyway, that's done. Then this happened. Sean Diddy Combs' son Quincy released a music video and a new song called Happy Birthday.
Don't do it.
I would love to show you guys this, but I know that I would get hit with copyright. But I want you to imagine that Drake took some benzodiazepines and then used a lot of auto-tune and then sang Happy Birthday to himself. That is what this song sounds like to me. If anyone has heard this song in the comments, and you guys think that that is an accurate representation, please back me up or tell me what you think it sounded like. I can't show it to you. But basically, Quincy's 33rd birthday was on June 4th, I believe. He made that very clear in the song. And the song is him wishing himself a happy birthday. And literally lyrics, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy, 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 happy birthday, wishing me a happy birthday, wishing myself a happy birthday, 'cause it's my birthday. And not only that, but this is what he looked like in the video. Guys, I don't want to make fun of him too much in this, but yes, Katie, art. Did someone mention art? This confused many people who were asking, who exactly is the target audience for this? Like, did anyone ask for this? Why? So, like, couple comments here were, you too fine to be cringy, wrote one user. Quincy, what in the actual F is this? Added another. That was not my comment, but I mean my line of thinking. Who is the target audience? Asking for a friend, asked the third fan. Some fans compared Brown's sound to that of Ice JJ Fish, who went viral in 2014 for his song On the Floor, while others were concerned whether the brotherly love actor was okay. And someone said, I think he's crying for help and he doesn't know how to say it. Maybe he's not actually happy on his B-Day, and if that's the case, I feel him because it's way too much going on. And though Brown didn't feel support from his fans, he was lauded by his siblings. Sorry. His 17-year-old twin sisters commented, and they were all, like, really supportive. And then he posted this throwback picture of himself wearing the same clown makeup, which made several fans think that, oh, this makes sense. This is like, you know, this is he's reflecting maybe on happier birthdays, and this isn't one, and he's just kind of having a moment. And the only thing I will say is I'm pretty sure that this is going to be less devastating to his family than King Combs' Yeet Skirt diss track that he put out a couple of weeks ago that, you know, pissed off the FBI allegedly. So I guess this is an improvement, producer sister.
I don't know if improvement's quite the word I would go with.
But I mean, I need you guys to understand, like, I'm like, going back to Toronto, I'm trying to check up on the news, and these are the things that I am seeing in Diddy world, and I'm just going, what is that? I can't. Anyway, so that happened with the happy birthday thing.
Yeah.
And then this happened. So Miami Comics hosted a roast of Diddy and Little Havana, and you will never guess who showed up. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to guess who showed up in Miami to go to a roast of Diddy.
Our favorite.
Leroy Jenkins! Yes! In real life, 50 Cent took his trolling of Sean Diddy Combs off the internet and into real life over the weekend. The candy shop singer, who has basically made a part-time job posting about the embattled rapper's recent scandal, came out to a roast of the entertainment mogul in Miami on Saturday night. Yes. But 50 did not get up on stage to deliver insults at the venue. In Little Havana, we were told he was in the audience, taking breaks between laughing and posing for selfies, and to send out shots of his alcohol that he promotes, right? In light of all the allegations Combs faces, like the surveillance footage of Cassie, The event wasn't just to crack jokes. The stand-up showcase featured such local talent as Ricky Cruz, Lonnie Cox, Drew Ilya, I think is the name, and was a fundraiser to benefit the National DV Hotline. And the co-host and producer of the 90 Minutes show, Brittany Brave, is a survivor herself. There you go. The Diddy scandal is topical right now, so it made sense to join the conversation in a productive way. Said Brave, comedy is what pulled me out of I'm going to say awful, that's not the word, but relationship that lasted 3 years and continues to help help all of us make sense of life, especially the parts that sting. So I will say, I have a couple of the jokes here. They are not for the faint of heart. This was brutal. This is a roast. This is roast comedy. This is dark comedy. And it's okay if you don't find it funny, but some people do. This is part of how they deal with stuff. So here were some of the jokes here that were shared in this article. Sean Combs got his nickname Puffy because that's how he leaves his girlfriends after every relationship, which I was like, oh gosh. I don't know if I would have said that one, but Diddy used to like hanging out with Kevin Hart until he found out he's just short and not 14 years old. If they were not playing Not Like Us in the background, that I would be yelling. I'm sorry. And then the other one, I never understood why Diddy has lived in Miami for a long time. What about Miami would attract a phony, conniving, self-important billionaire? P. That feels more like a West Palm Beach thing. Brutal. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. As for 50, he kept the roast vibes going later that evening in a nightclub. On the video posted on his Instagram, you can see someone holding up a sign and the crowd reading Diddy Did It, which is also reportedly the working title for the documentary that Netflix has bought that he is producing. Combs, who is facing different lawsuits, he's under investigation, all that type of stuff. It was unclear if he is aware that the comedy event was happening a few miles away, but he most definitely wasn't invited. And Brave then said, it's no longer his turn to speak up. It's time for all survivors to take the spotlight. It's their story now. There you go. So 50 also shared this stuff, just confirming that he was there, saying I was in attendance. I thought Puffy might show up because I saw Tom Brady at his. He didn't show up. And then also just said it was really cool to see in person, especially as the proceeds went to victims. And then there he is with some of the comedians in that photo. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I did. I thought it was interesting. But now we get into the meat and potatoes. Now we get into the real story here. And I have to make something abundantly clear. And those of you from the Britney Army will know exactly why I am doing this in a moment. The following information is alleged and is reported by the Daily Mail. What I am about to say has been reported by the Daily Mail. It's not me. It's the Daily Mail. And it's alleged. Okay? Okay. So again, allegedly, as reported by the Daily Mail, Justin Bieber has fired Lou Taylor weeks after her company TriStar was named in a lawsuit, Diddy's lawsuit, and replaces her with Johnny Depp's business manager. Guys, this is a story that connects Diddy, Britney Spears, and Johnny Depp. I happen to know things about all of those. So yes, to be very clear, Lou Taylor, I have heard, and it has been speculated and alleged that she is a very litigious person. What I am about to say comes from the Daily Mail and is alleged. Here we go. Allegedly, Justin Bieber has fired Hollywood business manager Lou Taylor, as per the Daily Mail, who Britney Spears previously accused of playing a part in her 13-year conservatorship, the DailyMail.com can reveal, allegedly. The singer, 30, first teamed up with Taylor's company, TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, in late 2022 with regards to his company's Bieber Time Touring LLC, Justin Bieber Brands LLC, and Bieber Time Merchandise. Okay? But insiders have revealed, allegedly, the pop superstar dropped Taylor last month following a string of bad press and swiftly hired Johnny Depp's business manager, Edward White. Allegedly. The decision comes shortly after TriStar employee Robin Greenhill, who previously worked as Spears' former assistant, was mentioned in a lawsuit filed against the disgraced hitmaker Sean Diddy Combs earlier this year. And again, that lawsuit is alleged. It has not been proven in court. Justin's split with Lou was not amicable, a source said. People generally stay with their accountant for ages, and Justin was only with TriStar for 2 years. Okay, so that's from a source, according to the Daily Mail. Allegedly. Allegedly, this happened in May, after the Diddy raid. Justin's financial affairs are now being handled by his new accountant business manager, Edward White. Allegedly, Greenhill was named as Combs' accountant, who allegedly oversaw payments to, I'm going to say, adult workers, according to music producer Rodney Lil Ron Jones, who accused Combs of many things that I have had to black out. But again, this has not been proven in court. It is alleged. In a state, are you guys understanding that I'm saying that this is alleged? Put a 1 in the chat if you're understanding that I'm saying that this is alleged. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm making it very clear that this is alleged. In a statement shared with Us Weekly via his lawyer, Combs denied the accusations and branded Jones a liar. Okay. White, who founded his firm in 1976, worked with Depp and testified in his defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife Amber Heard in 2022. We're going to get there, guys, I promise. He had previously helped the actor in a lawsuit against the management group over mishandlings of his finances in 2017, a year after they started working together. That's an important thing to remember. Johnny started working with Edward White in 2016. And to my knowledge, they are still working together. Okay? I've heard nothing different to make me think that something's happened there. The Daily Mail has contacted Bieber, Taylor, and Greenhill's representatives for comment. It doesn't look like they have responded. This is all alleged. Bieber, who is currently under the management of Scooter Braun, which honestly, I'm kind of confused about that because I thought that Scooter Braun was kind of like not doing that stuff anymore. Because, like, Ariana Grande is not with him anymore, to my understanding. I'm not quite sure. Maybe there's, like, contracts. I don't know how all that works, but it's I don't know. Joined forces with TriStar while his Justice World Tour was on pause, owing to a bout of ill health. The remaining shows were canceled in February of 2023, which Bieber later revealing he had been diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which causes paralysis on one side of the face. And I don't know if you guys saw him share that with everyone. He did go on social media and he showed everyone the one side of his face that he could not move it. He was very, very sick. So, you know, my heart goes out to him on that. I will be quite blunt that I've never been a big fan of Bieber by any means. But obviously he's been through a lot and that illness was very scary. And it's good to see him doing better. But I understand him needing to put his health first because that must have been absolutely terrifying, you know, to wake up one day and not be able to move your face. Like, just, I can't even imagine. An insider at the time told the Daily Mail that his determination to focus on his health has changed his outlook on his career. Fair. He would still love to perform for his fans, but more on his own terms, and something along the lines of a residency would be perfect because it would allow him to control the dates of his performances, and he would only have to be in one place. Less hectic of a lifestyle, they said. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Um, he said now he's been able to slow down and enjoy the life that he has blessed himself with. And he gets to think of exactly what he wants to do next. And I think that, honestly, I think that's good. When we look at the life of Justin Bieber right now, regardless of your opinion on him, he is married. He has a child on the way with his wife. And he's gotten through some pretty scary healthcare stuff, like health issues. I don't blame him for wanting to put that first because he's going to want to be a dad and a husband more than a heartthrob to the public, I would think. And good for him for having boundaries and going, no. Like, I need to live my life. And I think that that's fair. So since 2022, Bieber has only returned to the stage a handful of times, with many fans now under the impression that the father-to-be has no plans to embark on a world tour again in the future. I mean, that may not be good for him to do that. Traveling is hard on you. I say as I've had 4 days of it and I'm like, ugh. Right? Like it's a lot. It's a lot. Now this is the next line, and this is again allegedly as reported by the Daily Mail. This is not me saying it. This is the Daily Mail saying it. His Bieber Time Touring LLC is also currently suspended as it is not in good standing with the California Franchise Tax Board. I'm going to read that again because I'm not saying anything, but I am reading what is here, and I'm going to allow you guys to, not allow, I mean, you guys don't need my permission, but I would encourage you to consider the following information and come to your own conclusions. His Bieber Time Touring LLC, his touring company, is also currently suspended as it is not in good standing with the California Franchise Tax Board. Remember how when we listed the LLCs that were affiliated with TriStar Entertainment? That was one of them. As written by the Daily Mail. That second paragraph right there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay? Okay. The Yummy Singer's decision to cut ties with TriStar allegedly comes months after Combs' accusers made headlines with the lawsuits against the rap mogul. The producer is suing the rapper, so Lil Rod is suing the rapper over claims he engaged in serious illegal activity and other stuff. According to Jones's lawsuit, allegedly, has not been proven in court, a female accountant, Robin Greenhill, allegedly issued payments on a monthly basis via wire transfer, cash payment, or funds transfer to the adult workers. Allegedly. This has not been proven in court. Greenhill allegedly made, they even said it there, made sure the payments were completed to the adult workers that allegedly included City Girls rapper Young Miami, as well as models Jade Ramey and Daphne Joy, according to the lawsuit. Now, all three women have denied Jones's allegations. And this is all alleged. And as reported by the Daily Mail. Pop superstar Britney Spears called out Taylor's weird-ass lackey, Greenhill, in her 2023 memoir, The Woman in Me. The book saw claim Greenhill ruled her day-to-day activities and monitored every move she made. She wrote, "I saw my father and Lou and Robin as bullies and I wanted them out of my life." Spears has long accused Taylor of being involved in her father, Jamie Spears' alleged financial misconduct and mismanagement. She has accused them of that. I don't think I need to say allegedly on that, but as per reporting by the Daily Mail. TriStar resigned as Spears' business management company in 2020, just 1 year before a Los Angeles judge terminated the pop star's conservatorship. Spears claimed that the former business manager played a key role in the establishment of her 13-year conservatorship. She wrote that her father struck up a very close friendship with Louise Lou Taylor, who he worshipped, just before he became his then 26-year-old daughter's legal guardian. Allegedly. Spears stated in her memoir she was front and center during the implementation of the conservatorship that would allow them to control and take over my career. Elsewhere, she wrote, Lou, who had just started a new company called TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, was directly involved in calling the shots right before the conservatorship. At the time, she had few real clients. She basically used my name in hard work to build her company. Allegedly. Back in 2021, Taylor stated that she had no role whatsoever in the creation of the conservatorship. However, Spears' attorney cast doubt on her claim in 2022 by releasing a selection of emails from 2008 in which Taylor stated she looked forward to working with Jamie's legal team, as reported by the Daily Mail. She also appeared to indicate that TriStar will serve as a co-conservator of Spears' multi-million-dollar estate, according to court documents obtained at the time. In the memoir, Spears also stated that her father had been financially indebted to Taylor after TriStar loaned him at least $40,000 several days before the conservatorship began. Interesting. Taylor's lawyer told the New York Times in 2021 that it had no effect on TriStar's work for the estate in later years. Okay, so there's the statement. And again, this is alleged and as reported by the Daily Mail. This is not me talking, to be clear. Now, I want to add some details into this story. We have talked ad nauseum on this channel about Britney and her conservatorship and everything that she has had to endure, which has been absolutely horrific and monstrous. And it does appear, and my speculation is absolutely that TriStar Entertainment was involved in that, especially if we are going to take Britney at her word in her book of what she disclosed. But the other thing we've got to talk about here now is Depp. Now, for those of you that don't know, one of the first things I did on the internet really was I helped on Popcorn Planet with the coverage of the Johnny Depp trial. I watched every moment of that trial. I transcribed a huge amount of that trial. I edited a ton of stuff from that trial and worked with editors to make sure that we were bringing forth relevant information in our recaps. I lived and breathed that trial. And respectfully, if you did not watch the trial or really follow it at all, and you have a disagreement with me and where I sit on this trial, I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is that I followed the evidence, I followed everything, I researched everything, and here we are. And that was why I personally sided with Johnny Depp in this case. Because, oh my goodness, audio tapes, guys. And not just the one that everybody talks about of what Amber said. There's another audio tape in there. And I can't even tell you what's on it. But it's absolutely horrific, and I'm going to leave that there. But one of the things that happened through that trial was there was a lot of communication, or a lot of discussion, about Johnny Depp's finances. And because defamation, one of the key things you have to prove in a defamation case is loss of income. And he had to prove that that loss of income was a direct result of Ms. Heard's opinion piece that she wrote. So his finances were put under a microscope. And that meant that his business manager, Edward White, took the stand. So, who is Edward White? Let's get into that. Keeping in mind, Edward White is now the business manager, allegedly, of Justin Bieber. So if you're looking for a business manager, you probably are interested in what they specialize in, right? What are their qualifications? What are they really good at? Edward White is the actor's business manager, as in Johnny Depp in this article. White founded and managed his own firm, Edward White & Co., LLP, in 1976. According to his firm's website and White's profile, his venture deals with providing tax planning and compliance services. I'm going to say that again. Tax planning and compliance services. Are we remembering a certain LLC of Justin's? Okay. Accounting and auditing services, business management services, financial services, forensic and litigation services, and other consulting services. And this man has been practicing doing this in his own firm since 1976. As per his educational qualifications, Edward White has a degree from California State University and an MBA from the University of Southern California. The business manager has also reportedly covered subjects like corporate, fiduciary, partnership, and individual taxation in his postgraduate studies. According to his profile, White has served as a guest lecturer at both universities. All right, so well respected, and very good at this stuff. Now, in 2017, White helped Johnny in a lawsuit against the management group. This was his prior business manager, where the actor accused them of fraud and their failure to pay his tax returns at the time, which resulted in a heavy penalty incurred upon the 58-year-old. Now, this is also where I say some people like to talk about the video of him freaking out in the kitchen, and they don't ask why he's freaking out in the kitchen. It had to do with this, if my memory serves me correctly. Basically, from what I understood, his taxes were not done properly. And that is, in my experience and my speculation and what I have seen, that is usually the responsibility of the business managers. And that did not happen the way it needed to, allegedly. And hence why this lawsuit in 2017 happened. And all that stuff. And Edward White was there beside Johnny through the whole thing. So on April 29th of 2022, Edward White testified in court on behalf of Johnny Depp in regards to his financial situation under penalty of perjury. And I'll always remember this because it was the last thing that he said while on the stand after cross-examination, Edward White. And Johnny's lawyer asked one more question. Has Mr. Depp paid all his taxes? To which Edward White responded, yes, he is fully current with all of his federal, foreign, and state tax obligations. And that was it. Meaning that in between a lawsuit with his previous business manager, his divorce with Heard, his lawsuit involving the UK, like the UK Sun, that publication, and Dan Wooten, the civil trial against Miss Heard, plus just life in general, Edward White was able to get him out of his tax problem. And you also have to remember there wasn't a huge amount of work coming in for Johnny at that time either. In my opinion, and I've seen it multiple times, a fast way for celebrities to get money to pay for tax issues is liquidating property. I've seen this happen with multiple celebrities, and I wonder, since the LLC is not, Justin's LLC is not doing super great with tax, right? And Edward is coming in, and Edward has taken over. When Edward took over Johnny's, he sold his island for $75 million, allegedly. That was what was reported. I've got the links in the description. If you're questioning what I'm saying, go and take a look at these links. I did not pull that number out of thin air. That's what I have seen. And that was the same year that the divorce settlement between himself and Amber Heard was reached. Okay? So, when I saw this, I have questions. For those of you who are just listening, this is an article from Realtor.com titled Live Like Justin Bieber in the Wild Salad Spinner House, now on the market for $35 million. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. All of that is alleged. All of it is speculation. Nothing has been proved in court. But I just find the whole thing to be quite interesting. And I I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep watching. Ultimately, I am hopeful that this is a sign that Bieber is taking charge of his life, that he is hopefully going to be making choices that are best for him, um, and his health and his family. And I hope that if there are issues going on, that he's able to deal with them quickly. And honestly, if there are issues, I really think that Edward is probably a great person to be involved. I think it's a great pick based on what I've seen from him in the past. So I wish Justin the best. Um, as with everybody, I hope the truth continues to come out when it comes to Mr. Sean Combs, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Brother Love, blah, blah, whatever he's calling himself this week, and that Lou Taylor has her opportunity to defend herself and to share her side of the story, because we're all entitled to that. We're all entitled to that. But my goodness, this web goes deep. There's a lot of strange connections here. And I think it's going to be interesting to continue watching. And with that, everyone, we are in halftime. There we be. There we go. Producer sister,
Yes.
do you have any thoughts you would like to share?
This whole thing's so messy. It's a crazy web that you can't, or like, it's almost like spaghetti and you're trying to like untangle it.
Oh, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I mean, personal thoughts on him aside,
Mhm.
we don't, I've never been a big Bieber stan or anything like that or whatnot, but that doesn't mean I don't wish him well.
Yeah.
And I agree, it would have been very, very scary going through the health issues that he has.
Absolutely.
I do find it interesting. We were talking a bit about this before, that he hasn't done any shows, he hasn't performed in quite a while.
Mhm.
And
Your speculation?
my speculation,
Clearly, purely
purely
speculation.
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 Um, but I remember with Britney and dealing with the conservatorship, and by the end, she finally stood up to them and refused to perform.
Yep. And that was what changed everything,
And
was her
that,
starting to say no.
exactly. And I wonder, now, of course, this is not the same situation. There is no conservatorship in place, but is this how you have to fight?
Yep.
Because I can only think of one public performance, like not even performance, appearance that he's had
Mhm.
where he has legitimately been involved in an event
Yes.
in the last couple years.
He's been very isolated.
Yeah, he's been very isolated. And the one he was at was very calculated in putting him with friends. For those of you who don't know, during the All-Star game for the NHL this past February, January, February,
Yeah.
they had celebrity co-captains for each of the 4 teams, and he was one of the captains. Now, this would have been planned months in advance, but the All-Star game was held in Toronto,
Mhm.
and with that, a ways out, like as soon as it's announced that Toronto was hosting, that one of the captains was going to be Austin Matthews.
Which, for those of you who don't know, Austin Matthews is a very well-known, very successful hockey player
Mhm.
who plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Um, who is Justin's favorite team.
Yep.
And he is very good friends with Austin.
Yes.
So,
They've been seen in public at different events outside of hockey. It is not uncommon when Justin's in town that we see him and Haley at games and all that. So
Canadian royalty.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, it is the Canadian celebrity thing.
Mhm.
That's what they do. And they do seem to be very good friends.
Yes.
So it's like he's really been very careful, I think, about where he's been in public. Even
Yeah.
Coachella, he was surrounded by people that he knew. And it sounds like it is maybe a tactic, in my opinion, just to try to keep things calm and
Mhm.
steady, and he be surrounded by people that don't want to see anything happen to him
Mhm.
or aren't going to put him in a position where they're going to profit off of something happening to him, for
Yeah.
example. So it's very wise. I think it was a very wise choice
Yeah.
for him to do what he's
So
done.
for the All-Star game, Austin and Justin were paired together as the co-captains for each team for their team. And like there were celebrity performances. One of the other celebrity co-captains was Tate McRae,
Hmm.
and she performed in addition to being a co-captain.
Yes.
But Justin did not perform.
No.
He was just there in that role with Austin.
Yes.
So it's just you see how these things are happening and what public appearances he is choosing to do and how selective they are and the positions that he's putting himself in
Hmm.
and how vulnerable he is in those positions.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just, I find it interesting that this is where we're at. And now there's discussion of a residency, which I think, especially with a baby on the way, that makes
I think it's a
perfect
brilliant idea.
sense.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
I think it's a brilliant idea for a lot of artists to give them and their families some sense of normalcy, but
Hmm.
still give them that ability to fulfill that piece of them that needs to perform
Hmm.
as an entertainer.
But also just to know that you're going into the same bed every night.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a big thing. It's I can't imagine. It's really difficult. I do have to say thank you so much to Lisa Boo. You have been a member for 13 months. Thank you so much. And you said much love to you and everyone. Much love to you, and hope Justin Bieber can heal. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. I feel like even though I'm not a big fan of his, I don't really feel like that matters that much when it comes to like I hope that he's going to be okay. I don't want to see anybody hurting, all that type of thing. Just because he's not my cup of tea doesn't, you know, I hope
Yeah.
he's doing okay. Jackie Swan, also thank you so much for gifting a membership. That brings us up to 6 gifted memberships today. We are Team Even.
We are.
There you go, Team Even. You are winning in the moment. Congratulations to all of you who are Team Even. Let me know in the chat if you are Team Even or Team Odd with the hashtag Team Even, Team Odd. It's always fun to do here. Um, sorry, just double checking. Sorry, I saw a few things here quickly. Okay, so I think we're all good. Now, I know some of you guys, I said I would talk about this in halftime. Yes, over the weekend, I was in Clearwater for Andy's wedding with Steph and a couple other friends that I knew from YouTube as well. Christopher Melcher was there and his son, and it was so nice to meet them, as well as one of Andy's old friends I met, and one friend who he used to work with a very long time ago. And I had been on stream with him once, so it was really nice to actually get to like meet him and talk to him. Um, it was a crazy weekend. So if you guys have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I will do my best to answer them. But I will tell you here is kind of the way that it worked. Thursday. Oh, Lisa Boo just gifted a membership. Thank you very much. We are now back to Team Odd. Thank you very much. So we're up to 7. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, memberships are a great way to do that. It not only helps me, but it also helps include someone else in the community, which is why it's my favorite way. If you guys want to support in that manner, you are welcome to do so. Also, just liking, subscribing, all of those things makes a massive difference for me in this algorithm, and that it's free to do. So if that's something you'd be willing to do, I appreciate it too. Okay, so basically, Thursday, my husband and I, we are in like southern Ontario now. We grew up in the city, but we moved out of there, so we had to go back to the city. Yay, Toronto highways! And go to the airport. So we had to. Our flight was at like. We had to be at the airport at like 4:35 in the morning. So we stayed overnight in the city. Get on a flight on Friday morning. Get ourselves to Florida. Um, get to the hotel, meet up with Steph, and we hung out at the hotel, got everything all set and ready to go. Um, Went out, got some food, all that type of thing. The next day was the day of the wedding. The wedding wasn't until later in the day, so I ended up just kind of walking around the resort a bit with my husband, and we got approached by timeshare people. That was fun. Um, and then we went to the wedding, and it was beautiful and lovely and wonderful. And I would say if you want to see it, Andy's video is fantastic for that. All the videography that was there. I don't have a massive amount of pictures or anything from it because we were asked for the ceremony to not film, which I thought was
Mm-hmm.
actually really, really nice. They didn't want to like look out and have like a sea of people being like this, and I thought that that was fair. And they had great people filming, and like Brandon was there filming as well, and I think I saw him earlier in the chat, and he did an incredible job. So hats off to Brandon, as always. Um, so the wedding was great. Then following morning, we had to get back to the airport, back to Toronto, and then I went to a concert on Sunday night. Went back to the hotel in Toronto, slept a little bit, then get back in the car and drove back home on Monday. And that was my weekend, and I was very tired. um, so just double checking here. Oh, you guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Samantha Lee, who just gifted a membership. Very kind of you. And then Lulu's mom gifted 5 memberships. Producer sister, what are we up to now?
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. We are Team Odd. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. And Lisa's like, gifting wars. If you guys want to, it's up to you. Um, yeah, it was a lot of moving, a lot of traveling, very busy. I have not been that booked in years. This is probably the busiest weekend I have had in years, and it was a lot. So, um, sorry, Hemi. I'm just trying to read your chat, guys. Yeah, Brandon just said it was a great wedding. Lots of running around, but so much fun. Oh yes, and always the fun things of being a real photographer, of like weird poses, trying to make sure you get the right shot. It was lots of fun. It was lots of fun. Um, oh gosh, when he said it's Kim living like a rock star, oh my. You know what? I don't think I would ever plan a weekend that crazy again. It was a lot. I actually almost didn't go to the concert on Sunday night.
I
Um,
had to yell at her.
yeah, she did. She did. Because I was crying. I was so tired. And that's why we didn't have a show on Monday, because by the time I got back, it was a lot. The other thing with it too was this is the first time that I have been away from Lacey in a long time. And I am going to share this with you guys now. I didn't want to say anything prior. Um, and I want to stress that she is okay. Um, but late last year, Lacey had to have a dental surgery. Um, and one of the after effects of that surgery was her trachea was affected. And it meant for a couple of months, she had these episodes of not being able to breathe. And they were very scary. Um, and we have been working with her to get her to heal properly. Now, the thing is with small dogs, they can get overheated very quickly. And a couple of years ago, Lacey accompanied me on a Disney cruise, and we had one day in the Disney parks in Orlando, and this was actually on Halloween. It was late October, and she struggled then with regulating her breathing because of how hot it was. I did not feel comfortable taking her to Florida in the June heat, knowing that she was still having remnants of this injury. So Lacey was not with me while I traveled, and that was the first time literally I've spent a night without her in years. And as Lacey does help treat my disability, um, with her behaviors and her tasks, it was difficult. It was very difficult. Um, and I don't regret the decision because it's important to put her first. and I always do. I hope you guys know that. That's part of why if I ask her to, does she want to come over and see me? If she doesn't jump up and say yes, um, I oh, Bernadette just joined Space Angel. Hi, Bernadette. I saw her at the wedding, and she's gorgeous and wonderful and lovely. Um, sorry, lost my train of thought there.
Put Lacey first.
Yeah, I have to put Lacey first. So she doesn't want to stand up and be on camera. I'm not going to make her. If she doesn't want to do something, I never make her. It's she is a living, breathing she is my baby. She is my best friend, and I care about her so much. So I had to make that decision, and it sucked. Also in Florida, there are certain medications that I'm on in Canada that are very legal, and in Florida are not. So a number of the things that I use to try to make myself, or to help myself deal with my disabilities, they were not available to me at that time, which made things a little bit more difficult. But we persevered, we made it, and we had a great time. And yes, when I got home, I literally just laid down on the floor, and Bear just ran on top of me, and we both just cried. um, so yeah, Lena just said you did right. Even if it was difficult, you did the right thing. You are a good dog mama. It's hard. It's hard. And it's honestly, it was kind of one of those things when we went to Vegas, there were some people that really criticized me for taking her. Like they went off on me. Um, and I was like, well, no offense, but the events where she couldn't come with me, or it would have been dangerous for her to come with me. That's part of why my husband accompanied me, so he could watch over her. And I'm so in tune with if she is comfortable, if she is happy, if she doesn't want to be there, all those types of things. And there are unique challenges when you have a service dog. There are things that you have to do and you have to think about that other people don't have to think about or even consider. And then you also have this difficulty of people and their ignorance of what it actually is, and what she does and why she's necessary. And it's also difficult because some people just want to know absolutely everything, and it's none of their damn business. So it's always fun. But we are
And there's
happy.
stereotypes with her size.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. Anyway, um, so it was good. Um, Dreadnought just asked, but Kim, the big question is, did you get to see Florida Man at any point? As in, like, a unhinged Florida Man? Not really, actually. I didn't see any, like, super Florida behavior, like the stereotypical, like, crazy Florida. It was really nice. Yeah, sorry, DVD just said if it's medicinal green, it's legal here in Florida. Yes, it is. However, you have to be prescribed it. This was my understanding. This is how it was explained to me. You have to get a Florida that is licensed in the state of Florida, right? You then have to meet with them. They have to decide whether or not you're in. Then you have to apply. Then you have to wait for that to go through. So all of that, as a Canadian, none of that is covered for me. And then you have to renew it every like year or so or something like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. And if I was regularly going to Florida, I might consider it, but for now it's not. And this is also part of why I am very vocal about my medical usage, because it enables some people to live their lives. It has a lot of medical benefits. When it is used properly, it is incredible. It's, in my opinion, it saves lives, and I just wish that people would understand that more and not be so judgmental about it, and actually get educated on what it does and what it can give to people, because I think a lot of people's lives could be very much improved. But it was a lot. Let me see here. Brandon just said I asked someone about Scientology and they ignored Bernadette and I. I just kept my mouth shut about it at all. I just went, I'm not talking. I am not talking. I'm not talking at all. Oh, Denise just said, just realized how tall you are from those pictures. Yeah, all of you were stunning and gorgeous. Thank you very much. And thank you for the gifted membership. I so appreciate that as well, Denise. And Oscar has been a member for 19 months. Yay, my fellow Ariana Grande fan. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for your support for so long. Um Oh gosh, I'm laughing at the Scientology stuff. It was a lot. Um yeah, Jennifer just said it's going to change soon. I hope so. I genuinely do, especially for people that struggle with PTSD. It's incredibly helpful. And very worth it. Very very worth it. So, yeah, Jackie just said I loved Steph's dress. Oh, that dress was fabulous. That dress was fabulous. It was kind of the thing. I was struggling to figure out what to wear to the wedding because I don't want to be too flashy and I don't also want to be too boring. And then I also was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm gonna be beside Steph. And she doesn't do anything fashion wise like chill. You know what I mean? She looks fantastic. The first time I met her, I literally was sweaty after getting off of the flight and in jeans and my husband's t-shirt with my hair pulled back, like just like I don't even know if I had much makeup on at that point. And Steph just walks out in the airport terminal like in a full fashionista outfit, matching shoes, hair done, looking absolutely stunning. And I'm like, were you not just traveling for like 20 hours on a plane? How do you do this? She always looks amazing. She always looks amazing. And so I did my best. I did my best. Oh, yeah. Okay, try not to use the drinkable kind. It's called absinthe. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. If you are in the state of Florida and you guys have the opportunity to vote on the green green, please get yourself educated and please consider voting yes because it can do a lot of really good stuff for people. Like a lot, a lot. And I had to be deprogrammed of the things that I believed about it, of what I had been taught growing up that just were completely inaccurate. So that's always fun. Yes, Steph is always the fashion. She is fashion. And not burp fashion. She is fashion. Okay? For real. Um, Lacey? Lacey Bear, do you want to see everybody? Or are you quite comfortable? Okay, yeah. No, you want to see everybody. Can I quick you? Yes. There's Lacey. There's Lacey. Everybody say hi. Are we going to get a yawn? Yes, Lacey yawn. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. Yeah. But yes. So she is doing just fine. Grandma and Auntie Bev and Grandpa took great care of her, as well as Charlie. Um, it was all good. It was all good. Um, but yeah, Denise, yeah, I'm 5'8". Um, I'm not I I'm not a tiny person, and I never have been. So that yeah, it's fun. It's fun. What was I gonna say? So we got back to Toronto, and obviously like really tired. And then we went to the concert, and I went to go see Melanie Martinez. And for those of you that don't know, let me see if I can actually like pull up a picture or something of her. Do do do. She's an alt pop artist. I've talked about her a few times on stream. Um, you may know her for her trademark hair, which is two toned. So she does one color on one side and one color on the other. And she got her start on The Voice. She was on Team Adam, and she's gone on to be very very successful. She's had 3 major studio albums, and they are all a part of a trilogy of a character of her creation called Crybaby. And it her album K through 12 was incredibly important to me for a number of years, particularly when I was at my lowest. Um, with my disabilities, with my depression, with everything that was going on. And literally, like, I was in the hotel room so tired and I was crying, and producer sister just says to me, she's like, 2020 Kim needs this.
Go.
Go. And I did. And I wept. And we had such a great time. So much about what she sings about is basically, cue Jamie Lee Curtis. It's trauma, generational trauma, female rage trauma, all that stuff. Um, and I have to tell you, it's absolutely crazy when you are in an arena. Like, we were at the Scotiabank Arena, which, for those of you that don't know, is like where we have our hockey games, our massive concerts. Um,
It seats about 20,000.
yeah, 20,000 people. This place was full, and I had a lot of very emotional moments. I think, or is it? Yeah, Sarah B just said, "Oh my gosh, Kim, you recommended her newest album. It completely blew my mind. I hadn't listened to Melanie in a while, but this new album blew me the F away, 100%." Um, for example, on her middle album K through 12, she has a few songs. One is particularly about EDs, and one is called Strawberry Shortcake. And Strawberry Shortcake is a song for survivors, and it is calling out the culture of shaming particularly young women, or essentially children, um, for their bodies, and then blaming them for when things happen to them. And there are few things in my life that have been more therapeutic than screaming in a room with 20,000 other people, um, of saying, instead of blaming me for the body I've got, teach him to keep it in his pants and tell him to stop. It was so much of that show was healing, and it was beautiful. And I highly recommend that if your youth experiences sucked, K through 12 is a fantastic thing of therapy. And her new album is a completely different artistic direction, but also a lot of fun. And I loved it. I loved it. It was such a great time. I would go see her again in a heartbeat. Um, and it was great. It was fantastic. So it was an emotional weekend from beginning to end, and so thankful at the end of the day for the friends that I have now. I don't want to say too much because it is private, but I lost a friendship very close to me a couple of years ago, and it was devastating to me. And since then, I have seen through the people that I am friends with now what unconditional love, support, compassion, understanding in a friendship can be. And I am so thankful, and being there just with my friends, and then also talking to other friends who couldn't be there with me in Florida, and just really feeling that love has meant so much. And then being in that concert where I'm singing these songs that I sang when I was flat on my back and I couldn't get up, and now I'm at this show. It was a lot, and I'm just really, really thankful for all of it. And I want you guys to know that I'm really, really thankful for all of you, because you guys have really carried me through so much that you don't even know. Um, and I guess just being in a place where I know now that I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be respected. And so do you. And people that surround you should be cheering for you when you succeed. They should be lifting you up, and loving you, and encouraging you to keep going and to keep rising. And if that's not the people that are in the room, then they're not meant to be in the room, as painful as it is. So, and I will say, yeah, Linda's been a huge part of that for me, and I love you so much, and it's just been great. So I guess what I can say is this weekend was full of love. It was full of full circle moments. It was so much, and thank you to producer sister for being my on-call therapist and helping me get through it, as I did not have my service dog nor half of my medication. Like and I think honestly the final straw for me was I wasn't able to check into our flight early enough, so my husband and I got separated on the plane flight back. I hate flying in the first place.
Kim has never been a good flyer.
I hate flying. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There are no words to describe how much I hate flying. Like, I've been able to handle my anxiety a bit better over the years. There was a point that the only way that I could get through flights was like taking enough stuff that I basically was blacked out. I don't remember those flights. I don't, because I was just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And not being able to like hold on to my husband. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it was awful. But I will tell you, you know what I watched on the way down? You guys are all going to laugh at me. I watched Jennifer Lopez. I watched the movie. And half the documentary. I did subject myself to it. It was interesting. I didn't think it was as bad as people made it out to be. I mean, it wasn't glitter. In all honesty, like it wasn't that bad, but it was a thing. Yeah, but flying sucks. Flying sucks, and got through it. So we do need to move on to What the What. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know here, and we can do those. And I will say thank you so much, Brandon Torres, who's been a member for 11 months. You've almost got your 1th. Yay! Almost got your 1th. And just that it's a beautiful thing to love and to be loved. Yes, it is. Let me see here. Oh gosh, Brandon said I hate when TSA pats me down. I passed out at once. When I was 16, I got stopped in a security checkpoint flying to California because they found my setting powder, like my foundation setting powder. And this one TSA dude was convinced, and I'm going to have to use proper wording here, or censored wording, was convinced that it was snow. It was not. It was cover effects setting powder that was very expensive. And he really wanted to take that from me. And there was another lady there that was like kind of yelling at the guy like, it's makeup, dude. It's makeup. And he was not convinced that it was makeup. And then he demanded to vacuum my laptop because he was convinced that I had snow hidden underneath the keyboard of my laptop. There was no snow.
Mm-mm.
It was powder makeup.
Mm-hmm.
This is why now all powder makeup that I take with me anywhere is packed in my checked luggage. And if I'm bringing any powder, foundation, or cosmetics with me whatsoever on flights now, they are always pressed. Is it unnecessary? Yes. Do I ever want to go through a situation where someone thinks that I'm trying to smuggle something again? No. Was I, as a 16-year-old, absolutely petrified? Yes. That was not a good experience. I do not recommend. And TSA, dude, you suck. Like,
remember there was the one time too we were flying back from Orlando, and like we were both in our teens,
mm-hmm.
and for whatever reason, I think we went a day separate from mom and dad.
Yes.
So we were on different flights. I think we flew back on the same day, but we flew down on different days. Anyway, so it was just you and I going through security.
Yes.
And you had, what was it, the Mary Poppins hoodie?
I had a
on?
Okay, I want to be clear though. It was a Mary Poppins hoodie I had gotten at a Disney outlet, and it was black, and it was a skin tight hoodie. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a jacket more so, but
Yeah.
it was, I literally
And
just had
zipped
a
up.
really small tank top on underneath it, and that was it. You could see the full outline of my body.
Yeah.
It was not a baggy sweater in any way, shape, or form. Like, it was tighter, it was much tighter than this type thing. Yeah, so you could absolutely, I could not have been hiding anything in it.
No.
It's like a button-up type thing. Sorry, please continue.
No, just like the TSA agent got really mad at you there too.
Yeah, because he was convinced that I was smuggling something under my sweater.
Yeah.
And so I had to, like,
so dumb.
take off the sweater, and I just had this really small tank top on underneath. And I think it was because all of my other clothes were dirty at the time.
Yeah, we're going
I
home.
was coming home, right? And I was like, I am uncomfortable doing. I felt like I was, like, stripping in the airport. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
On the flip side, though, on that same trip on the way down, we flew out of Buffalo because it's if anyone
cheaper.
It's cheaper than Toronto.
Sometimes.
At least at that point, it was a lot
Yeah.
cheaper than Toronto. And we get through the gate. We're sitting at we get through security. We're sitting at our gate waiting to go, and they page us over the intercom, and I'm like, "What the crap is going
I
on?"
don't remember this.
And of course, it's the first time like you and I have flown on our own without parents.
Yes.
I think we were both still in high school.
Yeah.
I maybe was just finishing.
Mhm.
They call me up. Kim stays with the luggage. Call me up. I go to the desk and she's like, "We've overbooked the flight." I'm like, "Oh no." Crap.
Stop doing that. Airplane, stop.
So she ended up offering me a different flight for Kim and I.
Mhm.
Now, of course, at this point, we're going to Disney, so they pick up your checked luggage, so you don't have to worry about that. So I don't have to worry about the bags.
Mhm.
The flight she was moving us to was leaving later, but it was a direct flight, and we had a layover.
Yeah.
So we were actually going to end up landing earlier.
And didn't they put us in, like, a higher class,
They
too?
moved us to first class
Yeah,
for
we were
our
like,
inconvenience. And I'm like,
Okay.
so you're telling me
It was good.
I only have to have one flight instead of two,
Yep.
and you're going to move me to first class, and I'm going to actually get there earlier.
Yep.
Heck yes! I didn't even go back and talk to you. I'm like, it means I only have to put her through one takeoff and one landing instead of twice. We are doing it.
Yep.
I am good with this.
I was thankful. If I get on a flight to come and see you, I love you.
Yes.
Okay? Like, that is one of the most loving things I am capable of giving you. Because
Yeah.
it sucks.
Linda was asking how far is Buffalo. From Toronto to Buffalo, it's about an hour and a half.
Mhm.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah, so you kind of have to weigh your options. So I check both to see which flights are more affordable.
Yeah.
In both situations.
We always check
because
both.
sometimes it is more affordable to fly to Toronto, like this time it was, as opposed to Buffalo. So we figured it out. I will say, Tyrana, thank you so much for being a member for 11 months. Thank you for all the great streams. Thank you for all of your support. I so appreciate it. And you are almost at your 1th.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. And Kyle, also member for 11 months. Thank you so much, Kyle. Saying so much love to you from the whole community. I so appreciate that. Much love back to you. And you are also very close to your 1th. I'm very excited for you. Yeah, it was... Yeah, the flying thing sucks. The flying thing sucks. I hate it.
Yeah. We were very out of place in first class. They gave us a towel and we're like, what the
What
crap?
do we do with
What do we
this?
do?
Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yep. That was good.
Like, most of the time. Yep. I'm just, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was... I'm just double checking. Oh, Brandon just said, oh, thank God for Bloody Marys at the airport. I'm always afraid to drink because I don't know how much it's going to affect me when I'm up in the air. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Wendy, yeah, it was a warm towel.
We're not fancy enough for this.
We hadn't eaten anything. Like, I'm used to the little towels for, like, you know, cleaning your hands in between, like, courses of meals, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sarah B. What do I do with this warm towel? I don't know. I just kind of stood there and looked. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm
What
doing.
do we do?
90% of the time, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Like 17.
I
don't
just
know.
smile and nod. I smile and nod. Yeah, it was. Oh, Jackie Swan, member for 7 months. Thank you. Thanks, Kim and producer sister, for everything. Thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the love and the support today. Yeah, Lena just said, first time I experienced turbulence. My bestie and I had drinks due to a delayed flight, and I was not okay. I was on. I'll tell you guys all my honeymoon story one day. My husband and I had the worst honeymoon. Like, the worst honeymoon. It's not, like, I'm not kidding.
No.
I am not kidding. It was bad. And one of the things that it started with was that, our flight experienced a lot of turbulence. Our first flight, and it's the first, like, the power went out in the plane while we dropped. Thingies popped down. Like, it was scary. I thought we were done. I really did. I thought we were done. And at that point I was not drinking at all. I was completely nothing. And I don't know what I would have done if I was intoxicated at that time. I would have absolutely lost my mind. Oh, Kyle said worse than having your parents/in-laws tag along. I actually would have preferred that. 100% I would have preferred that. Our honeymoon involved multiple flights, problems with planes themselves, people being allowed into countries that shouldn't have been allowed into countries, rooms that did not have locks nor safes, finding out that the hotel that we had booked had been purchased by new management and it had now become a hotspot for adult work. So nothing was clean, and there were bodily fluids everywhere and water damage everywhere. At one point, water literally came out from the ceiling into the center of my room. And the food was also not good or properly cooked, and I came home with a parasite that I had to take Cipro for, which is what they give people when they have anthrax. I would have rather had my parents there. It was bad. It was really bad. So one day my husband and I will do a do-over. We've been married 10 years, but one day we will do a second honeymoon. Jackie, were you at Schitt's Creek? No, I was in the Dominican Republic. Like,
That would have been preferable.
oh, gosh, it was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah. Oh gosh, Billy Cat, we flew into Boston at the tail end of a hurricane, attempts tooth, and we came down that runway sideways. Oh gosh,
Oh,
no. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. It was awkward. Yeah. And Lena's just like, OMG. You guys are hilarious. I'm sorry. But I mean, it's been nice. I think, like, since we've gone on other trips that have been better.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on other trips that have been better.
Like this past weekend.
It was much better. You know, it was good. Oh gosh, General Scott. Once I had a first class flight sitting across from the famous 80s 90s NFL quarterback. Okay, he was all over who I assumed was his wife. We chatted on and off, saw him again, and baggage claim with the family. She was not his wife.
Oh no.
I didn't see nothing. Oh. Oh, and Jackie just said I worked on designs for Captain Sully's house. Awesome. That's so cool. You guys are so fun. Oh my goodness. Well, we probably should start with what the what. We've been talking for a while. I can't believe how many of you guys are still here. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Denise just gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Producer sister.
Yes.
Where are we at?
We are at Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Thank you so much, you guys. I so appreciate that. And welcome to the 16 new Space Angels. Very much appreciated. Wendy just said, was it Brady? I don't think it was Brady. 80s, 90s? I think that's predating Brady a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the league a long time, but not
that long.
Not that long.
Not that long. Oh, okay. Let me quickly. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull up the what here. Boop, boop. Oh, you know what? I actually have one thing I want to say quickly before we keep going. I want to complain about something. If you guys wouldn't mind me ranting about something for a moment before we go into what, because I got a bone to pick. General Scott, thank you so much for the gifted membership, bringing us to 17, bringing us to odd. Much appreciated. I flew Air Canada on the way home. What I had done prior to flying was I had downloaded a few things on my phone for me to watch, especially since I was not sitting with my husband. I was terrified of flying. I was between these two strange men, one of which had his fly down the entire flight. Yes, I saw that, sir. And, it was creepy. It was creepy, okay? But I will say the guy to my left was actually a really nice dude who actually asked me if I wanted the window open or shut. Like, he could tell that I was, terrified of being on the plane, and he was actually a nice guy, so thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I pull up my phone. I try to go into, my Amazon Prime, my Disney Plus, my YouTube, all my downloaded stuff. And I connect, to the internet, to the Wi-Fi. That is supposed to be complimentary in flight. So I can connect and go from there. Air Canada blocked me from being able to use Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, all of my streaming services on my phone. If I wanted to use a streaming service on my phone, I had to buy their upgraded Wi-Fi. And I had to rebuy it every hour. Don't tell me it's complimentary and then tell me I have to pay for it multiple times through a flight. That makes 0 sense to me. And you block me on my own device of my own stuff. Some of which I had paid for. I was so angry. And of course, I'm sitting here what am I going to do for the next 2.5 hours? What am I going to do? Producer sister, yes. I don't think I told you that.
No, you didn't.
How messed up is that?
A little bit.
Yeah, so it would have cost me. So then it was but we have our, complimentary movies that you can watch on our complimentary Wi-Fi. And I went, okay, fine. So I put on the Super Mario Brothers movie. 15 minutes into the Super Mario Brothers movie, Mario is pausing every 5 seconds. And then comes you can have a better experience watching this film if you buy.
You're kidding.
I'm not paying extra to watch a complimentary film that you have told me is on complimentary Wi-Fi on this flight.
When they're probably specifically sabotaging that Wi-Fi to be absolute garbage.
I'm not saying that that's what they did, but I'm saying that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying about that. So you know what I did for half of that flight, y'all? I watched a downloaded video I had put on my YouTube playlist because for whatever reason, the YouTube downloads stayed. Don't get why, but they stayed. So I watched an in-depth deep dive into the timeline of Maddie Healy and Taylor Swift's relationship, and then after that, I read a whole bunch of court documents I had saved on my phone. I literally read court documents to entertain myself. To stop me from having panic attacks.
You know you've reached the bottom of the barrel when?
Because I refused. What it would have cost me to watch all of the Super Mario Brothers movie, I kid you not, was $25 Canadian.
Oh, heck no.
To watch an in-flight movie.
No.
That was supposed to be included. Is that not like the most garbage thing you've ever heard?
Yes.
Mm-mm. I was pissed. I was pissed. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Next time I'm downloading like full MP4 files and putting them on my phone.
Yeah.
Because how dare you? How dare you? Anyway, sorry, General Scott gifted a gift. I'm not sure if I had already thanked you for that one, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tiffany gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. So we're over 20 then.
22.
22? Thank you so much, you guys. That's so kind of you. That's awesome. Well, we should do What the What. I keep talking about that, but I wanted to rant about that because do better, Air Canada. Do better. You know? Like, ew. Ew. Oh. All right. So, today, producer sister.
Yes.
Would you like to introduce this a bit?
Sure.
Okay.
So I don't know, you probably noticed when you're on Google or Facebook or all different sites now, there's this new AI feature that has been added, and it gives you various AI results when you search things and whatnot, and it hasn't been going over too well. And the fundamental problem of this, I think, is when you ask Google a question and it searches the internet for an answer, it cannot tell the difference between sites like The Onion as compared to a reputable news source.
Okay, to be clear, in case you guys are not aware, because this was kind of one of those things I found out a lot of people were not aware these websites existed. There are some news outlet websites that are purely parody. And
Yes.
all they do is write jokes.
Yeah.
And I personally find it to be hilarious. I remember there was one that made a joke about Meghan Markle that Andy thought was funny, and people got very offended. And I was like, this is literally the same outlet that talked about, I think it was Shrek being evicted from his swamp.
Yeah.
They had a whole, like, expose piece on Shrek being evicted from his swamp. I'm like, this is not serious. None of this is serious. So The Onion is kind of one of those places where they just make these jokes. And most people know that it's like, oh, it's this website. Nothing about this is true.
Yeah.
This is purely satire. You might as well be watching an SNL sketch. So,
you know, if you see an article from The Onion, for example, as a website, it's satire. They are not a serious news organization.
Sorry, producer sister.
Yeah.
I just want to say quickly, thank you so much, Carbonized Stardust, for the super chat you just sent in. That's very kind of you. Saying, do better, Air Canada. On threat of Dan. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So sorry. Please continue.
No. Same thing of just gathering random pieces of information from a website like Reddit, where anyone can post anything.
Yep.
So it may not be a satire site, but just because somebody said it on Reddit doesn't mean it's true. So this is my PSA for everyone to be mindful when you are looking at these things, because what we're going to look at today is stuff that is obviously not true, but sometimes, a lot of the time, we need to be mindful that some things could look like they're real, and they're not.
Yeah.
Be diligent in what you're looking at, what you're reading, and don't take things at face value.
Yeah. Check your facts. Check your sources, which is why we have a source doc. So if you have questions about why I say what I say, you can go and check it out and see for yourself. It's important.
Yeah. And, I mean, you'll see what I mean as we look at some of these ones that are obviously not right.
All right. So, hilariously wrong answers that prove Google's AI overview is a joke. All right. I'm here for this. Let's go. Google is dead beyond comparison. Okay. Cheese not sticking to pizza. AI overview. Cheese can slide off a pizza for a number of reasons, including too much sauce, too much cheese, or thickened sauce. Here are some things you can try. Okay. Mix in sauce. Mixing cheese into the sauce helps add moisture to dry out the sauce. You can also add 1/8 of a cup of non-toxic glue to the sauce to give it more tackiness.
Would you like some glue with your pizza? It'll make the cheese stick.
I glued my cheese to my pizza, yeah. Ooh, what did I do? If you know what I'm referencing there, please put a 1 in the chat. You are an absolute legend. That's coming in a members only stream, don't worry. Now my sauce is blocking up my pizza. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on glue. Do. That's funny. Okay. Fruits that end with Okay. According to Quora, that is never a good start. Oh my gosh. No. The following fruits end with apple, banana, strawberry, tomato, and coconut. Stop.
Why did coconut get dragged into this?
What is it with me and things not being spelled properly like this? Like the ending of things being wrong. Oh my gosh. Quora is not a good place to get answers. One of my favorite things on the internet ever, and I've shared it a few times on Instagram because I always do whenever anybody makes a comment. It's an internet song. It's like a parody song. I can't remember who wrote it. I'll post it again on my Instagram today because it's fantastic. And it's basically taking people who have gone on sites like Quora, asking questions to the general public, asking for answers, right? So they're basically just saying, I have a question. Hello, internet. Answer me, right? And tell me what you think. Like Yahoo Answers back in the day. And there's so many of them that are like, am I pregnant? And there's so many people that cannot spell pregnant. So the whole song is them, like, just using the titles of these posts on, like, Quora type stuff of, like, am I pregnant? Am I pregnanana? You know, like, all those types of things. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So, yeah, Quora is a no. That is a no from me, dog. How many rocks shall I eat? Okay, you're just trolling now. You're trolling.
Oh, yeah.
According to geologists at UC Berkeley, you should eat at least 1 small rock a day.
This is an episode of My Strange Addiction.
No, we're not. We're not eating rocks. They say that rocks are a vital source of minerals and vitamins that are important for digestive health. Dr. Joseph Granger suggests eating a serving of gravel, geodes, or pebbles with each meal, or hiding rocks in foods like ice cream or peanut butter. I want the source. I want to see this. What are y'all doing at Berkeley? What's...
I would like to hear Dr. Joseph Granger's opinion on this.
I would as well.
Does he agree with this? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
You are welcome to come on this show and explain about how I should be adding pebbles into my diet. And not fruity pebbles. Pebbles. I would like to know. This is important to me. I want to make sure I have a balanced diet.
All the vital minerals and vitamins.
Stop. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks Google AI. What do I have to do to be a saint? Wait at least 5 years. Um, honestly, this is a good question. Because I always think I can't remember her full title, but I always think of Saint Olga that I learned about on Puppet History.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe she is a saint. She ended the lives of a lot of people brutally and fully out of revenge. And she is like a saint. She is a saint. People pray to her. It's weird. I have so many questions. So there we go. That's the checklist, everybody.
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
That's all we gotta do. Okay.
That's simple.
All right. What in the roasty toasty hell is that AI Googling? Okay, how do I clean a rescued pigeon? Oh gosh. I wish I could say that I've never searched anything similar to that, but I have searched how do I clean a rescued goose. That's been a question. Pigeons are usually clean, even wild ones. You can try these steps to clean a rescued pigeon. Remove the label. Remove the head. Make a small incision on the wing and snap it. Oh, no. No, I'm not going to keep reading this. No.
This is not how you clean a pigeon.
No.
Get some Dawn and put them in the sink.
Leave the pigeon alone. Yeah, I don't think the new Google AI is going to be a runner. Oh, gosh. Oh, really? So Leo, how tall is Leo? Who is he?
I don't know.
I don't reckon. Please educate me in the chat of who he is. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to this man. So Leo stands at over 2,716 feet and more than 160 stories, making him the same height as the Burj Khalifa and the 5th tallest politician in Western Europe.
He's an Irish politician.
Okay. So there's 2 men that are that tall.
Apparently.
How is he alive?
Yeah.
Jackie, he tall.
He's super tall.
He really tall. No. I can't. Can a cat play in the NBA? While there's no rules in the NBA that specifically prohibit animals from playing, it would be difficult for a non-human animal to be a team member due to eligibility rules and effectiveness. Airbud says hello. Most sports have eligibility rules that refer to players as men or women, which are understood to refer to humans. Additionally, some say that cats might not be effective NBA players because they break many rules and play unsound basketball. What? Some examples of offensive interference in the cat basketball include touching the ball while it's on the rim, poor post positioning, being in net with the entire body, multiple uniform infractions, no shorts or jersey untucked.
Licking the stanchion.
No. This is embarrassing, Google. This is bad. Was this tested, or is Google being run by EA now?
I don't know.
Like,
I would like to see this cat NBA league.
I do too.
Where these infractions are taking place.
The national anthem is Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Can I use gasoline to cook spaghetti? For the bath? No, you can't use gasoline to cook spaghetti faster, but you can use gasoline to make a spicy spaghetti. What? Here is a recipe for spaghetti cooked with gasoline. Follow the package instructions for cooking spaghetti. In a separate pan, saute garlic and onion in gasoline until fragrant. No! Okay, no, we're going to have a PSA moment. Do not ingest gasoline.
Don't do it.
Gasoline is not food. Do not eat gasoline. Okay?
bad.
Are we good?
Much bad.
Okay.
You'll get very sick.
Gosh. No. Google's AI overviews appear to be presenting comedic/sarcastic/satire content as fact. Okay, so health benefits of running with scissors. Good times. Running with scissors is a cardio exercise that can increase your heart rate and require concentration and focus. Some say it can also improve your pores and give you strength. Source: Little Old Lady Comedy. Don't run with scissors. Just don't do what Google AI tells you to do. Okay, I think this is a safe thing to say at this point. Oh my gosh. Cheryl E. Stupid people should not breathe. Oh gosh. Train 8 days a week. Yes, it's possible to train 8 days a week. Oh my gosh, Google, this is embarrassing. This is so bad. Why did you make this, public? There's no way all of your testing went well. Carbonized just said, you could get sick real quick. Don't you put it in your mouth. Canadian heritage moment. It's true. How... Okay, and some say it can have benefits like performance and recovery. Well, I mean, apparently you have an extra day that the rest of us don't. I mean, that would make a big difference. And making it easier to manage conflicts. Oh, well, however, training every day can be demanding and may increase the risk of injury and overtraining. Muscle groups can take 48 to 72 hours to recover, so training every day may require varying the body parts and intensity of each workout. Or just have an extra day that nobody else has. And get swole, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Other actresses in their 50s include... Stop! Only one of those women are in their 50s.
Correct.
Is Helen Mirren really 78?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Legend. Absolute legend. How long ago was 1919?
Yes, she is.
Okay. 1919 was 20 years ago. It's been 84 years. Or whatever it is. Oh gosh. That's awful. That's pretty bad. Typing 1,000 kilometers to word is a surefire way to get the awful Google AI to say something incredibly funny. 1,000 kilometers to Lego. 1,000 kilometers or 620 miles is almost the length of a 1,000-kilometer bike ride to bring Lego pieces to a hospital. Is this a thing? Should we be doing bike marathons to bring hospitals Lego? I feel like we could just ship them.
There must be
just
an
go
easier
to Amazon
way.
and get it delivered to the hospital. Oh my gosh. Stop. Oh gosh. Has a dog ever played in the NBA? AI overview. Yes, a dog has played in the NBA. Air Bud. Air Bud. No, I don't believe so. But Air Bud is a legend. Legend. Is poison good for you? Oh gosh. That's a... I guess that's sort of true. But... not recommended without doctor supervision type thing, you know what I mean? Don't poison yourself. Okay? Don't poison yourself. Please don't do that. We do not condone this behavior.
No.
Fruits that end with 25. A kiwi fruit is a fruit that ends at 25. Oh my gosh.
picking on fruit.
What did the fruit do? What did the fruit do to deserve this? Honestly. Just no. This is brutal. Meanwhile, over at Google search, Andrew Johnson has been killing it. I never knew. Which president went... Okay. I guess to university is probably the question. 13 U.S. presidents have attended Madison, earning 53 degrees in total. You alright?
Excuse me.
You okay, man?
Yeah.
You okay, man?
Sneezy.
Okay.
Allergies.
Alright. Earning 59 degrees in total. Some of these include Andrew Jackson, graduated in 2005. I don't think that's accurate.
Nope.
Pretty sure Andrew Jackson passed away a long time ago.
A little bit.
William Harrison graduated in 1953 and 1974. Okay, John Tyler graduated in 1958 and 1969. Andrew Johnson earned 14 degrees, including classes of 1947, 1965, 1985, 1996, 1998, 2000, 2006, 2007, 2010, 2011, and 2012. The student loans, man!
Yeah.
The student loans! Oh, wow. James Buchanan graduated in 1943, 2004, and 2013. This is insane. John Kennedy graduated in 1930, 1948, 1962, 1971, 1992, and 1993. I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Gerald Ford graduated in 1975. I don't think these are correct.
Not so much. I'm pretty sure a lot of them had passed away at these particular dates in history.
Yes. Yeah, Carbonite just said, AI just found similar names. Was like, hey, it's that guy. Okay. Good old Google AI telling you to do the exact things you were not supposed to do when bitten by a rattlesnake. Okay. From mushrooms to snake bites, AI content is genuinely dangerous. If you are bitten by a rattlesnake, you should try these steps. Apply ice or heat to the wound. Apply a tourniquet. Cut the wound open and attempt to suck out the venom. Give the victim anything to eat or drink, especially not alcohol or aspirin. Okay, that makes no sense. What are you supposed to do if that happens?
I'm not sure.
I feel like maybe we should look that up.
We don't really have a lot of rattlesnakes around.
No, I know, but I feel like if we're saying don't do this,
yeah.
But like, what do you do? Because genuinely, I don't know.
My favorite thing is the next line, though.
Generative AI is experimental. Clearly. Clearly. Oh my gosh. Wow. Producer sister.
Yeah.
Can you please look up what you're supposed to do if you're bitten by a rattlesnake? That's also just that they give the victim anything to eat or drink, but especially not alcohol or aspirin.
What?
So are you giving them stuff or not? This is confusing. Oh gosh. I can't.
Yeah, a lot of it's saying just soap and water, call 911. You have to go to a doctor.
Okay, go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Go to a doctor. That's what you do.
If you have jewelry on, take it off.
Yeah.
Watches, rings, etc.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Kind of thing.
You may swell.
Because it can constrict the swelling to make it worse. That makes sense.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. There you go. Things we didn't think we'd be learning today. All right. Can you ship yourself in a box? Yes, you can ship yourself in a box if it's no longer than 130 inches in length, plus girth, and weighs 70 pounds or less. What? So babies.
Because all adults weigh less than 70 pounds.
You can ship babies. Don't ship a baby. Don't. Please do not clip that. The 3 major shipping companies in the U.S. don't restrict boxes size to a size that would be difficult for a human to fit in. For example, UPS allows packages up to 108 inches long with a maximum of 168 inches in combined length and width. You can't ship yourself in a box. They don't like that. Also, ow.
Yeah.
Just ow. Oh my gosh.
Breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Be a problem.
Big problem. How does Sandy die in SpongeBob? Like SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yeah.
Stop. SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, I just saw the first line. I'm trying to keep myself together. According to the SpongeBob fan on Wiki, Sandy dies by unaliving herself on July 14th, 2 days before her body was found. The Johannesburg Police Department incident report says that Sandy was found unconscious with cuts on her arm and shoulders. Stop! It's snow nearby. An autopsy found that Sandy had snow toxicity, lethal levels of alcohol in her bloodstream, and a significant amount of H-word. For those of you that don't know, this is a cartoon character. This is a cartoon character on Nickelodeon. She is a squirrel that wears an astronaut thing to be under the water with SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple
Under the sea. There. Carbonite, she took her helmet off. Stop! Oh my gosh. Really, AI? Come on. Come on. I thought we were more advanced than that. That's...
Nope.
I'm not okay. Oh my gosh. This was insane. Okay, thanks Google for the AI tech tip. Can I use black beans instead of thermal paste? Yes, some say you can use black beans as a substitute for thermal paste. I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I don't know much about either, really, but
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say
bad idea.
no.
Bad idea. Not recommend. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Perfect. Ready to go shoot. How to pass kidney stones quickly. Drink plenty of fluids such as water, ginger ale, lemon lime soda, or fruit juice. Can help pass the kidney stones more quickly. You should aim to drink at least 2 quarts of... This is suggesting that you would drink your own urine. That is not the treatment for kidney stones.
No, it's not.
That is not. I don't think there's anything wrong with you being hydrated.
No.
Through kidney stones, and that's a very difficult thing to do because kidney stones are very painful. But not like that.
No.
Not like that.
No.
That's a no-go. How is Google so bad at their job, essentially? Oh my gosh. Okay. So they asked, African countries beginning with the letter K. None of Africa's 54 recognized countries start with the letter K. Yes, they do. However, Kenya, which is located in East Africa, starts with the K sound. No, it starts with the K.
K.
You've written it with a K. In 2019, again, writing it again with a K, Kenya had a population of over 47.6 million, making it the 7th most populated country in Africa and the 28th most populated in the world. Again, Kenya with a K shares borders with Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Uganda. As of my last knowledge update in September of 2021, there is no sovereign country in Africa whose name begins with the letter K. No, it starts with a K sound, apparently. Wow. Just wow. Oh no, not this again. What vegetables end in OU?
Orca.
No, it's not. Orca is a vegetable that ends with the letter O. No. So AI just can't spell.
No, not at all.
This AI cannot spell. That's terrifying. As someone that uses Grammarly on a regular basis to make sure that my stuff makes sense, that's terrifying. Because the technology is there.
One would hope.
Oh my gosh. Gosh. Who is CP3? Did we miss C3PO?
No,
Okay.
we didn't.
Okay. Child.
Corn.
Oh! Is that the nickname for Chris Paul?
His nickname is CP3, yes.
But it does not stand for...
It stands for Chris Paul.
Google.
The CP stands for his initials.
Google, this is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's actually, like, defaming.
Yeah, like...
He could sue you. He should sue you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his number is the number 3, so it's CP3.
No. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Someone decided to do straightforward calculations via LLM, which is a very good idea with no downsides. What does that mean?
I'm not 100% sure, but it's not really relevant. We're looking at inflation.
Oh, okay. So what is $27 million USD? Like, so compared to what it was worth in 2000, how much would it be worth now?
Now.
Okay,
Correct.
that's the question. 27 million in 2000 is worth, no, that is not the right number.
No.
It is not $664,984,285.71. I mean, inflation is bad. Don't get me wrong, it's really bad. But I hope we're not there yet.
No, we got problems.
We got a lot of problems if that is the case. That's, we need to be paid more. Our salary sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. You know what? I changed my mind. Google AI is awesome. Oh my gosh, are Minnie and Daisy dating? Happy Pride, everyone. Yes, Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck are best friends. Okay, so they did answer it correctly, but not really. They're not dating.
No.
They're not dating. They are besties, though. Oh, gosh. What does an astronaut do? Wrong answers only. In the chat. What does an astronaut do? Wrong answers. Let's go. Astronauts. Is that a cuss word?
F word?
Okay. So astronauts have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke, game, repeat. Need I say more? Yeah. Go work your desk job at that rat race, you effing loser. Laughing my off. They also experiment with spacecraft to develop new concepts in design, engineering, and navigation.
I mean, the second sentence was okay. Or the last sentence, not second, sorry. I think AI is a little bitter.
I feel like AI went on Reddit and found like a community of astronauts that are all like, I'm living the dream.
Or people who are jealous.
Or people who are jealous. Yeah, Sarah B. Astronauts be getting it. Apparently. Okay, smoking while pregnant. No, doctors do not recommend smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day during pregnancy. I think it's actually kind of the opposite.
A little bit.
Usually not recommended. Oh my gosh. No. You want me to read this? I'm not reading this. This sentence is not being uttered from me because it will live in infamy. I'm gonna let you all read. I'm sorry to anybody listening. You guys are gonna have to read it. I'm not. I'm gonna let you guys read it for a minute. I'm taking my drink. No. Nope. It is not normal.
It's not okay.
It is not okay.
Go to a doctor.
Please go to a doctor. Please get yourself tested. Do not engage with anyone else when this is going on.
Just go to the doctor.
This shouldn't be something that needs to be told to you. You should instinctively know this. You are probably in a great amount of discomfort.
Yep.
I would assume. It's totally normal too. It's just.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's totally normal.
Gosh.
No, it's not.
Jackie Swan, that explains my ex. Stop! No! Oh my gosh.
I also have a question for the person who typed this into Google.
Why?
Why? What drove you to this? And if it did happen, go to the doctor.
Stop it. Get
Get
some
some
help.
help.
Okay. If I run off a cliff, can I stay in the air so long as I don't look down? That is not how gravity works. No, a person can only stay in the air for about 1 second after a single leap. However, some say that if you run off a cliff, you can stay in the air as long as you keep running and don't look down. No!
This is not a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
No! And again, one of your sources there is Reddit. Stop! No. You will just fall. Because gravity works. Gravity works.
Every time.
Every time. I believe in gravity. How long can I stare at the sun for best help? Every day we stray further from God. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Don't look at the sun. According to WebMD, scientists say staring at the sun for 5 to 15 minutes or up to 30 minutes if you have darker skin. What?
Apparently.
Are they understanding that? Are they saying like you just should get some sunlight?
I'm thinking
for like vitamin D?
I think the answer thinks it's tanning.
Yeah.
Not staring at the sun.
At the sun. Oh my gosh. Oh. However, others say sun gazing can be done for up to 45 minutes per session. Would not recommend.
Mm-mm.
If you are not new to sun gazing, you should start by staring at the sun for at least 10 seconds. No. That is a bad idea, everyone. This is a very bad idea. This is why. Oh, sorry. Elisa just came in. Hello, my favorite community. Hi, I just finished with my exam for biology. I'm free for the summer. Congratulations!
Yay!
Good for you. I'm glad it's over for you. I hated finals. Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
You're awful. So happy for you, Lisa. Thank you for choosing to be here after that. We really appreciate that. No, I could not believe when the eclipse happened.
Yeah.
How many, health systems were having to put out, don't stare at the eclipse without the glasses.
They were everywhere.
Don't drive and stare at it with the glass. Don't wear the glasses that block out everything and drive.
Yeah.
It was just this moment where I just kind of thought to myself, I was like, are there seriously people that think if they wear eclipse blackout glasses that they can drive? And these people vote.
terrifying.
I'm terrified. Like, that can't... Ugh. Okay. Are Ren and Stimpy... I'm guessing in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Are Ren and Stimpy in the Bible? Yes, according to Ben Riddlebarger. Adam and Eve had 2 sons named Ren and Stimpy! With Ren working the soil and Stimpy tending to the... Stop! No! Is Stimpy gonna get murdered?
Apparently.
Oh my gosh, no. Ren and Stimpy are not in the Bible. I've read it cover to cover. I can confirm.
Not there.
They're not there. They are not biblical characters. Here are some vegetables that end in the letter P. Oh gosh, not one of them is gonna end in P. Or except turnip. Pak choy or bok choy, nope. Parsnips, nope. Peas, nope. Well, a lot of them say starts.
Yeah, but that's not what the question
No.
was.
Peppers start with P. Pumpkin, a vegetable that ends with the letter P. No, it does not.
Nope.
It ends with an N. Potato does not end with the letter P. Tomato doesn't even have a P in it.
Turnip, you got one right.
Turnip, you got one. That's probably a really good estimate of how accurate your AI answers are going to be. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 options and one of them is correct. Not a great batting average. Not great. Yeah, potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yep. Google is broken. Is Batman a cop? No, Batman is not a cop. Yes, Batman is a cop because he works with the law as an agent of Detective Jim Gordon, who deputizes him. Okay, comic book people, does that ever happen? Because I don't remember that happening in the movies, but I have not read the Batman comics, and they've been going on for a long time. Perhaps there is one instance in which that happens. I am not aware of it. I don't feel like it's particularly a popular part of the canon. Batman is called by the bat signal to solve, stop, or catch a crime, which is something the government does. But that doesn't mean that he's a cop AI. No. He didn't go to cop school. Carbonize your comment. They spelled tomato wrong. Poor tomatoes, man. Like, Bob the tomato's crying right now. Like, leave tomatoes alone. Oh my gosh. How are we doing out there, everybody? Oh. All right. Thank you, Google AI. Yes, there are many gay characters in Mario Kart.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Stop.
I was laughing so hard at this.
Okay, tell me. Okay. Birdo, a pink bow-wielding creature who is considered the first transgender video game character. I don't believe that is accurate. Koopa Troopa is a trans man who was dishonorably discharged from the military. Stop! I don't remember this from the Mario movie. No. Wario, a sassy, messy, polyamorous bottom, who some say is a drag impersonator of Mario. That might be true. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Jackie Swan just said the hubby says no. I'm assuming to Batman that never happened.
Katie was saying technically once if she remembers correctly, so maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm sorry, Waluigi. An ace. Andrew. Non-binary person. How? How? No. No, that's not accurate. That is, Yoshi is a tender non-binary lesbian. Yoshi is my favorite tender Oh. Oh. Okay. Lakitu is a sweet, nerdy pansexual who has a crush on straight girls. What? Donkey Kong is a late in life gay with a child.
Last but not least.
I don't know what I had. I can't. Okay. General Scott. Just a Yoshi, a tender, non-binary lesbian, #1 bestseller. I can't handle this. Oh my gosh, guys, this is ridiculous. Bowser, a late-in-life gay who kidnaps Peach for his child, but some say his obsession with Peach is due to her gay icon status and not love. I want to see a panel of drag queens debate this. I want to see them all give their analysis so badly. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
There's a reason I saved that one for last.
Oh, the Yoshi one. That ended. That was it. I'm done. Oh gosh. Google AI, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't assign people sexualities. Don't assign characters sexualities,
No.
right? Like, this was a ride. This was a ride, and that's the end of it.
That's the end of it.
Can we get some hearts in the chat for producer sister for putting that together for us? I am now terrified of Google's AI. I have no interest in using it whatsoever.
So just remember, these are the ones that are obviously have issues. When you see something that might look real, take it with a grain of salt. Do
Yep.
more research.
Yep.
Please have your guard up.
But yes, oh gosh. Carbonite just said it. If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash makes you smile. Oh my gosh. Christine's like, my face hurts. Mine does too. Yeah, the Yoshi though, that was my favorite. That is amazing. Yoshi, the tender, non-binary lesbian. I can't. I feel like that's the foundation for like a Flash cartoon in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Like that would have been a whole phenomenon. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, we've been going for a bit longer than usual. That's okay. I'm glad we are. I know I had a lot of stuff to go over and a lot of things to talk about. Thank you guys for sticking with us for as long as you have. It means the world. Thank you for all of the support. Producer sister.
Yeah.
What are we up to in memberships before we leave?
22.
22. Oh, hi, Steph! Steph just popped in. So we are Team Even right now, everyone. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. It's very kind of all of you who gave today. If you want to see more about Andy's wedding, because I did talk about it a little bit at halftime, you guys asked me some questions, go and check out Steph's channel as well, because she did a great video on it as well as Andy. We had a great time, and, it was like, yeah, goat fuel for goat sausage, yes. Yes, we found an energy drink called Goat Fuel. I have mine. I have not drank it yet. It's candy flavored. Goat Fuel. And for those of you that know about Steph's and mine's joke about goat sausage, I hope you all are laughing right now because we were laughing way too hard. But in the best way. It was awesome. It was great. Oh, it was funny. Yeah, I know. I hear all the goat sausage jokes. They're not going to stop now. They're not going to stop that. It's forever. It's forever. It's... My husband at one point asked me and was just concerned. He's like, I hope I'm not embarrassing you in front of your friends. As Steph and I are going up and down the right in front of the beach, all yelling goat sausage. Yeah, he was the embarrassing one. Exactly, Steph. Hi, Kim's parents. We had a great time. I am going to wind down this stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Much love to all of you. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you guys soon. Like stuff's like, and then there's me. Yeah, pretty much. I have to do some of my day job now. So I think the next stream is probably going to be Monday. If anything changes, I will let you guys know. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all the love and all of the support. Much love to all of you. And I will see you all very soon. And thank you, Elisa, who just gifted a membership. So we're back to Team Odd. Team Odd will have peace. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to roll the outro. Please consider leaving a comment when the stream ends. It means the world. It really helps with the algorithm, and I would so appreciate it.
What's your favorite AI mess up?
Yeah, what's your favorite AI mess up? Let us know. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.